All right, we're going to do a little weathering on T669 now that we have done the trucks and stuff, and the trucks look great. You know why they look great? I'm going to show you. Okay, so I have a picture pulled up. It's not T669, but it's the 4-axle version, and there he is. That's how they look in service. Okay, now we have to decide which railroad in Champion City gets this guy. Well, he's already painted red. I hate to say it, but here's the thing. The Midway Terminal Railroad is the main character, and T669 has got to be part of that. This is going to have to be a Midway. So there's going to be some big white numbers. And on the cab, we're going to keep, okay, the lettering is on there. We can keep it. I'm going to find a way to put a tiny thing on here, a tiny Midway on here. We're going to have to take this glass out because I do not want to get the glass. This is awesome glass, but we're going to make it one step more awesome. But I have to take it out so I can do the decals, and they don't ruin that glass. That glass is fantastic. Glass is going back in. It's going to come out, and then it's going to go back in, and we're going to have our decals on. But right now, we're going to do this. Now, here's the thing. I did not spray any of the side. We're going to do the handrails. They're going to have to be red with white ends. And if you look in the real one, they're just plain, I don't know, used a lot. That's not T669, but this is the best blow up I could get of something in this color scheme. All right, so now, as usual, we always have 91% alcohol. 91% alcohol from CVS. All right, then we always have, and now this one we use a lot. This is distilled water with a drop of baby shampoo. It used to say DS for dish soap, but I quit using the dish soap when I got schooled on how, by the guy who gives me a bunch of stuff for cleaning. He said regular dish soap has a surfactant, and that's why when you do something with dish soap, you have to wash it after. Baby shampoo, you don't have to do that. We still wash it and everything, but we don't have to worry about using alcohol to get rid of the surfactant. So this is distilled water and baby shampoo. And this here is a little thicker mixture of distilled water and baby shampoo. And we use that to keep our brushes nice when we're done using them. So let's pick a brush. Let's pick this guy right here. Okay. And he's been saved using this one. And we're going to go ahead and get him ready. Should be good. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do over here? Okay, so over here is our guy. Here is the truck with the fuel tank. Ooh, that looks good, good, good. We're not going to make him quite that dirty. It's not going to be quite that dirty. But we got to do something. Because, okay, so take a look. Here, we got to do that. And we're going to have to do that on the top. We'll have to do that up here. We'll do a little bit of that up there maybe. But let's go ahead. And so to do that, we're going to take Earthshade first. And the reason we're taking Earthshade first instead of going straight to the sewer paint, which gives us the super nice, perfect weathering that we want, remember when we did this, we sprayed a matte finish on these trucks first. We have not done that to the underframe because we don't want to take it apart. We don't need to. So we're going to do this. We're going to take some Earthshade. Always put it in the pool noodle because, as you can see here, this always happens when you don't use a pool noodle, as I foolishly did again the other day. You should know better. Don't let that happen. Okay, so I got him sitting on a tape roll here, and we've got our Earthshade. Earthshade is a shade. It's not meant to be a paint. Okay, so what we can do, let's give them a tilt. Let's see what happens if we Earthshade just a little bit of it. And take some out of the cup here. That's what these cups are for. That's what these bottles are for. They got a little cup. Okay, and let's see the Earthshade. If it holds, if this is not too smooth, the Earthshade will give us a surface. If we need to do more than that, I don't think we do. Wow, amazing, eh? I gotta stop speaking Canadian. They say, hey, no. Listen, that's good right there. Wow, we just touched it. Let's do it again. Let's touch. Let's take some. Let's touch again. We're just going to touch it. And I'm going to hold it closer to you. And this time, we're going to touch it. We're going to touch these guys. We're going to touch it. Just touch. A little touch. Oh, man. Now, that's a beauty right there. There's a reason they call Earthshade Liquid Talent. Here's a fuel tank. The fuel tank has been done a little bit, but I think, according to our picture up there, we could do a little more Earthshade. Oh, man. Does that match or what? Okay, we don't want to go that far. That's too far for us. This far, wow, does that look good. That's what we like. You think we should do this whole side? I know you want to see it, so, all right. And we got to get them stairs right there. They got a yellow stripe on the end. We'll do that later. We'll yellow stripe them. But what would happen if we were to... So, what? Okay, remember, we're using Citadel Agrax Earthshade, also known as Liquid Talent. It means that if you are not that good at stuff, this stuff here makes you look like you're really good. All right, let's go ahead and take some from here, a whole bunch from the bottom, bunch like that, and then you put it up here in this cup. Wipe your brush off up here. And that little thing there stores some paint for you. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what happens. All right, now, from experience, I can tell you that you want to go, you don't want to just wipe across. We're going to go top to bottom, although it would be fun to just wipe across, wouldn't it? I mean, it'd be fun to just wipe all the way across. Would that not be fun if we did that? Yeah. Okay, I admit, it's fun. It is fun to do that. Dang, that's fun. Normally, I would go up and down to keep the... Because if you leave it, you can get streaking. But gosh, it's so fine and so perfect. I don't think that we should be messing around with that too much. I think we should keep it. Because look at this. You can't see much yet. But compared to this, untouched and Earthshade. Wow, is that good. If you are new to weathering, I'm going to tell you right now that following the instructions that the Warhammer guys use to painting stuff, you will not go wrong. What they teach you how to do is stuff like this that we're doing right now. And a little fuel tank there. Okay, and these guys. Oh yeah, a little bit. They teach you how to do this, and they make it so that anybody can do this. That's what I love about watching Warhammer modelers. Now, we'll deal with the stairs and steps later, but that's what we're doing for some weathering on this guy. Look at that. That's some beautiful thing right there. I'll tell you what. This guy's going to be amazing. All right, okay, now, before we end this, we're going to take the shell right here. Now, I need to do decals on this. I don't want to do too much. But I'm dying to know. I must know. Let's thinner brush a bit. Okay, I'm dying to know. We can get that effect up on the roof here. We're not going to do too much because roofs are tricky. You got to go side and down, and then everything runs. But we got to get decals on first. But what if we just What if we just secretly went over here and did this part? Huh? What if we just secretly just did this part? Oh yes, and just kind of wiped him in there. Yep. And this part here is it's under a cover. So what if we just secretly did this? Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know that we did this before that we do decals. And ta-da! Wait. Okay, now if you make a mistake, just take your baby shampoo water, wet your brush, and suddenly it will run. All right, so it'll be like that, and we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to tell anybody. Nobody needs to know about this. No one needs to know. We can take our brush with our little bit of water on it. We can even go over the T669. We're not going to replace that. We're going to keep that on there. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. It's a little soapy, but that's okay. The whole purpose of the baby shampoo is to break surface tension. And there we go. Ooh. And that's just a little bit of what we're going to do. Once we get the decals on, we can do more. We can do more with this. Oh, this thing's going to be such a beauty. Get our numbers on. It'll be awesome. Okay, there you have it. That's what we're doing. And that's kind of an intro to weathering using liquid talent.